What's up, guys? And today we have a review of a 48-ton excavator. Now, we can't specify the brand due to legality issues, and also because our sponsors does not want other brands shown on these videos. So anyways, to keep our agreement well intact, the logos have been covered up on this particular model, and we will not mention the brand name. However, this is in the 48 to 50 ton weight class, so let's dive into the review. And this is made by Motorart in 1/50th scale. The movement on it, I have to say, is very good. The bucket curls out, curls in, looks good. The stick goes out, and once again, no problem at all. The problem, and by the way, the boom raises it up nice and high. Now the problem comes on dig depth. As you can see, there's not much at all. Kind of reminds me of an Ertl model. Now you do have some very nice flexible lines, but you gotta be careful because it does feel like they're about to pop off at a moment's notice. You do have auxiliary lines, which is pretty nice that they're modeled, and they're actually like bent in shape. They're flexible and they're bent in shape just perfectly, as I should have probably tilted that down. Most of the rivets are painted. Now this one isn't, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. Again, you can see the flexible tubing going back, and then there you can see the swing motors. Man, I'm not on my game today. Anyways, the cab, there's a windshield wiper, plain seat. Thank God that they didn't put the logo on that seat, or else I would have had a hell of a time covering it up. But it does have good detail on the inside, and this kind of reminds me like the old NZG days of when they had blue cab glass. As you can see, there's a good separation between the yellow and the gray. The tracks, they do roll. They aren't the smoothest rolling, but they do roll, and they are metal, and there is a tensioner. Not much of one, but there is one. This sprocket has okay detail, and you can see the three top carrier rollers, and then again, these are non-functioning rollers. This vent up here is actually, I believe it is casted through, or etched through. No, it is not. Never mind. It was just reflection off the light. Anyways, the engine compartment opens, revealing the unspecified engine. And again, you can see up top here, and you got your filler cap and all that sort of stuff. You got the exhaust right here, which is hollowed in a little bit, and a rear view camera. Once again, on the counterweight, the logo is covered up for legality purposes. And to keep our deal on the contract. And you can see the reflectors on the back. Going to this side, again, it's pretty plain. This handrail here, as you can see, it is pretty well in scale. However, it's very flimsy and plasticky because it is plastic. Up here, you do have some nice details on the counterweight removal system components, and same for underneath. Oh shoot, I forgot to cover up one. It does spin a full 360. It seems to be very tight if you turn it this way, but it does get looser if you turn it this way, which is really weird. But yeah, so the one downside to this model is first off, these cylinders are plastic. I mean, like the casing is like pretty well expected, but the cylinder itself is plastic. Again, as you can see, like that's not really acceptable. At least on the other unspecified brand model that I got, at least it had metal. And I mean, yeah, overall, it does feel very plasticky and toy-y to me, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like a die-cast model, honestly. It feels more toyish, in my opinion. I mean, the plastic components, they don't match with the color that well. There's quite a few plastic components. It's very light for a die-cast model, especially the boom. The cylinders are pretty loose, but they do hold any pose, as you can see. But, I mean, again, it just feels very toy-y to me. And once again, this is a shot at the unspecified company for ruining one of the best shows on TV currently, known as Gold Rush. Again, it's a direct shot at them. I don't, like, on a scale of 10, I mean, I would give it probably like a 7 or a 6. I mean, it does feel very toy. I mean, the functionality on it's great. The plastic to metal ratio isn't the best. It feels very toy. I can't reiterate that enough. It just feels very toy-like. And, I mean, and like, this is actually being honest. This isn't because I hate this brand in particular, which I do dislike them. It's just that the model isn't that great. Well, I mean, it is good, but it isn't great. It isn't like up to par with some of the other models, and I am obviously excluding CCM. It does have a very. It just doesn't feel like a diecast model in my hand. It feels like something that Karama, you know, the guys that produce those plastic $14 150th ADTs of this unspecified brand, it feels like one of those, you know. But anyways, that's it for the review, guys. I'd say it's a 6.5 out of 10. There is good detail and the functionality is great. It just doesn't feel good, you know. It's just kind of difficult to really recommend this one, even though if you can get it for its retail price, I would say no. However, for the sale price of $53, I have to say yes. But anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and peace out.